Hi, Keith here again from Target Property Spain, and I'm joined again by Alex Radford from My Lawyer in Spain. We're discussing what visa options were available to Brits since Brexit, and today we're focusing on the digital nomad visa. Alex, welcome.
Hi Keith, thanks for the kind invite.
Always a pleasure. So, digital nomad visa, less than 2 years old, so still quite new, aimed at remote workers. What else can you tell us about it?
So basically, this law was introduced on the 28th of December 2022, and it is, like you said, aimed at attracting talent. It's working, employees or self-employed individuals or professionals who can have the ability to work in Spain. So they've got IT systems in place, and their companies authorise them to work in Spain. So generally speaking, we've acted for a lot of company directors and employees who've wanted to move out to Spain, and basically they've got to have a contract of employment in place. Their companies had to be in existence for more than a year, and they've had to have a relationship with that company for more than 3 months. And that basically is generally the criteria. They have to prove they're going to pay Social Security in Spain, and the digital nomad visa is actually granted for the length of their contract. So, for example, if they've been given a contract for 2 years and they're allowed to work abroad, then the visa would be for 2 years.
Or if they're employed on a full-time basis, then that's indefinite.
Well, they can come over to Spain and they're up to 3 years then.
Okay.
So, and after 3 years, they would have to renew or basically become full-time here in Spain.
See, we find in our experience, a lot of our clients misunderstand the digital nomad visa and don't really fully realise the opportunities available to them. Because I think the misconception for many is that digital nomad means you are somehow working in the IT industry, or maybe you're doing web design, or, I don't know, crypto trading or stock trading or something associated with technology. But it's not the case, is it?
No, it's not the case. So as I said, any person who's employed and can carry out their job functions remotely for a non-European company. So basically, the digital nomad visa is for people to come and work for their companies located outside of Spain. Yep. Spain doesn't want you working for a company here. They want you to work for a company based abroad. And the beauty of it is that you will pay, when you get the digital nomad visa, you only pay tax in Spain on the income that you generate. Okay, so if you sold a property in your home country, you did other things, that would be taxed differently. Okay. But you'll just be taxed here in Spain on the income that you generate.
You only pay tax once in Spain?
Yes. Yeah. So that's the beauty. But you're right. We've acted for company directors, employees, professionals. A professional, basically, from a lawyer, for example, could come and work from Spain, and they could actually, for professionals, you've got to bill 80% of your income to companies abroad, okay, and 20% you could bill here. Okay, so that's slight flexibility for self-employed professionals, but generally speaking, the employees, they would need a letter from their employer saying, we allow you to work in Spain, and then the proof that they are paying Social Security in their home country, and on that basis, they'll get the visa. And it's actually, Keith, it's quite quick. It's the same department that manages the golden visas, okay, which, as you know, are on their way out, but it's the same department based in Madrid, UGE, and once we've prepared the documentation, and it takes typically, say, a month to 2 months to prepare the documentation, we submit it, and we're getting that back in about a month's time. And the beauty of it is once the main applicant has been granted the digital nomad visa, their spouse can work in Spain, right? They don't have to work for a digital company. Okay, they can work. They can piggyback. They can work for any company here in Spain. Fair. And then their children. Obviously, their children can come as well if they've got children there.
It's probably like most visas available to non-Europeans, isn't it, at the moment? Most of the work, most of the time it takes is in preparing the documents they're requesting from you. Yeah. And the actual processing of the documents is fairly speedy.
Yeah, exactly. And yet, all these visas we're talking about, the digital nomad visa, you can apply from your home country or you can apply for it from Spain. Yeah. And if you apply for it from Spain, which we recommend, it is much quicker. It's a faster process than dealing with the consulates in our experience. So I'd say, come to Spain, get all your documents ready, come to Spain, we'll submit it online, and then you'll get it back quite quickly. Yeah. And there are advantages as well. So depending on the tax situation, certain employees can register under the Beckham regime, and they pay a lower amount of tax than compared to their possibly their home country.
Okay.
For company directors, that becomes much more complicated because they've got to prove that they've got an innovative business. Okay, and that's rarely been accepted by the tax authorities. So if they need, it's like, I'd always recommend speaking to an accountant up front as well if they're concerned or want some more information about their tax affairs before they move to Spain.
So really, it's aimed at them people that maybe don't qualify for the non-lucrative visa because they don't have the funds to support themselves and they need to work. This is an ideal option for them.
Yeah, but the thresholds for so basically here for the digital nomad visa, the main applicant has got to earn around 32,000 euros. Okay, so whereas under the non-lucrative visa, a married couple need to prove that they've got money in the bank of 36,000. Yep. So again, what Spain has done, they've tried to attract talent of earning 32,000 euros plus to bring over to here, and basically as long as they've got that contract of employment or a contract proving that they've got those monies coming in, they'll get the visa.
So there you go. Since COVID, we've had so much more video conferencing, remote workers. So this is a real good opportunity for somebody that wants to come and live in Spain to take advantage of this visa option.
Yeah, absolutely. They can come over, they can apply for the digital nomad visa. They come and live here and test it, see if they like it. And after that, once they've been here for the duration of their contract, they want to stay longer, there are other visa options available too.
Try before you buy.
Try before you buy.
Alex, always a pleasure.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Catch you next time.